It's the 27th of December and we've decided that we need to get these covers re-waterproofed. They're very green in places, worse on the stern. I'll show you that in a minute. So we're going to attempt to try and get them done. We need to clean them all off first, get rid of all the algae, and then attempt to re-waterproof them, because you can see, I know how sodden they are, and normally that's a bit better than that, so the waterproofing must have more or less completely gone now. Well, they are a couple of years old. You can see on this one, it's quite wet, so you can see it's different in terms of algae, and that's really bad. When that dries out, that looks shocking. And they're just a lot.
Waterproofing's gone.
Yeah, so that's today's job. We're going to clean it all off, see what it looks like, and then in a couple of days' time, once we've got a few days of hopefully sunshine, although it's still going to be about 11 degrees, I think, and so that'll be quite good for drying off the covers. That's the main thing. Once we've waterproofed it, we need to dry it. Right, let's get to it. Let's just have its first scrub. See all the green coming off it. So we'll wait and see that sort of first go, just see what we could get off with some hot water. And then we'll probably have to just leave it. Yeah, there's a lot of green on the top. We'll have to move it out of the way so it don't get wet. We'll have to really can see the green coming off. Good. We'll probably have to just do this one and leave it, because it's overcast day, so it's not going to really dry that well, but it needed to be done. So we started on this one, so this has done that side and this side, and now we just need to try and get to the roof and then around that side to do that bit. Okay, then they've had the first clean, so we just have to let that dry off now, see how much more we need to do on it before we can waterproof it. That's that, the stern done as well. Again, it looks much better, even though it's got to dry off really to be able to see it properly, but it certainly look a lot better than it was. Then that's just first go. We've done round there as well, but you can't see that.
We'll buy some products and put it on if we need to.
Yeah. But anyway, job done, so we've just got to... No, that's right. Right, we'll see how that goes. We are just on with tackling this piece of wood, which is rotten. We're just seeing how much we have to take off and how much we need to refit, so then we can fit the wires under. Let's have a look.
It's actually wet.
Oh yeah. Oh, I think we better move the settee. That's that's proper wet, isn't it, that?
It was due, wasn't it?
Yeah. Although it doesn't look too bad under there, to be honest. What do you think? That piece of wood there's wet.
Maybe we'll replace that as well.
Yeah, let's have a look. Right, we're doing an assessment now. So we're probably going to have to replace this bit of wood, because that is very damp. This is what's been leaking from the hatch. You will have seen in many other videos that we've had major problems with leaks. Let me see if I can get under there. So we just need to get out all the... Oh!
Just got it.
That's well and truly rotten. Yeah, that little strip there that needs to come off if we can, I think. Chris has just taken off the trims. We're just having a look, so we think this piece of wood's going to need replacing. So it looks a bit rotten. We're just sort of doing a recce now, so then we can see what wood we might need to get. Try and save all these bits. Look at that, you see, that bit's not damp.
No.
It's been going down there, look, you can see, oh, let me move that. You see where that's a different colour, look. So it's going down there, down the back of there, and then going underneath and making all that rotten. So it's stopped raining, so we've opened the hatch. We think it might be coming from the top of this because there was a gap up there. What do we think? Well, that's damp. That is damp, so it is coming down there, look. Yeah. And look, all that looks like it's perished, look. So it could well be coming from there. Although the wood looks in good nick, actually. I think we might get away with that. Because that's proper marine ply, so I don't really want to replace that if we can help it because it's expensive. Look at that, it was raining a minute ago, look at them blue skies. Chris is just trying to prise this piece off now, just so we can try and see where the leak's coming from exactly.
Yeah, I think it's all still...
That's the next bit. We're going to try and get off, but we think it's screwed onto that. So we have to see whether we can take off this trim without damaging it, because of course it crosses over it, look. That's where the join is, so that's not helpful. Although it's...
Don't push it back in.
Might be able to get that out. We are trying to trace where the leak's coming from. Oh my goodness, what have we uncovered?
I can see where it's coming from.
Oh, I'm laughing in despair. Alright then. Vlog coming soon. I've moved everything back there. Chris is now angle grinding. All the rubbish coming into my boat. This is the momentous day. Wanted these off since we first bought the boat, and we're not going to get them off without breaking them, unfortunately. We tried because we thought we could give them to someone, but that one's already snapped because there's not much glue on it. But we need to see whether these doors, this wood's salvageable.
It's not.
No, maybe not.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Glued that on well, didn't
Yeah, look at that. Oh, it's nearly in intact picture. If anyone wants it.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
Okay, after a few days delay waiting for the pump to arrive, I've been away at A&E, unfortunately, helping some friends out, and now it's time to get this fitted, and hopefully it will fit and we don't have to faff with the pipes. So Chris is just gonna have a look now and see what we need to do. While Chris has been waiting for the newer pump, he has rush treated all of that look and put all the what's it called, Furtan on it. But I thought I might as well do the job properly, make sure that's okay. Yeah, and then you might have heard that he's going to paint that before we put the pump on, and then we know that's all sorted because there was quite a lot of water in there after the other one failed. Okay, so one pump in situ with pipes that fit, is that correct?
It is, yeah. It's in temporary at the moment, really, because I've still got to paint the floor properly.
Yeah.
But I thought I could lift that out of the way because it's not screwed down to anything.
Yeah, we just wanted to make sure the important bits like the pipes fit.
Yeah.
So we didn't have to faff, but that looks good.
So I just got to wire it up and wire a switch to it now, and I've got an old switch here.
So we're going to use that for now.
Trying to fit something in there. But we are going to replace this vanity unit with something
some point,
newer.
yeah.
So I'm not going to go mad.
But at least it fits, so stage one, happy. Okay, then trial. See what happens. Put the shower on. Switch on, temporary switch. Look at that go. going up that pipe, and then outside, look, much better. I mean, the old one, as you saw, had a little tray for the water, so this one just goes straight out, so no standing water, smelly water in there anymore. Big improvement. As you can see, we haven't fixed it yet because we've got to paint it, but it's not going anywhere even with that one. Okay then, where are we? So we've done the whale pump, that's in there, but we're just waiting so Kristen finish the painting on there. And now we're going to look at the shower doors. I think we'd mentioned ages ago we're going to change these because some of the clips are broken, and there's still some kind of leak down here, which we think is coming from these not being fitted properly. So I found some cheap from B&Q. How much were they?
About 70 quid.
70, reduced from about 160.
Something like that, yeah.
Like that. So we're going to take this off because we're going to replace, what's this called?
It's the mixer
The
valve.
mixer tap, just to make it match, because that was one's brass. So we're going to do that. We've got some painting to do up there because we're going to paint all that white. I want to redo these tiles, paint them, just this line, look, and then clean it all up because it's disgusting. And then, yeah, so we're just about to take these off, and then we can go and collect the shower doors, and fingers crossed the holes
They won't line up.
We're really hoping that they line up so we don't have to drill it, because I don't know if I should say it.
I don't mind drilling it.
I don't know if I should say it. The pump went really well.
Yeah.
Like, surprisingly well, everything fitted. So we're hoping that these do as well, but we'll see. Right, coffee first. Right, he's got his drill out though. Glad these are going because they just don't fit, do they? No, that stuff dripping. Right. Excuse the absolute mess. The shower doors are off. Now, I think these have been on the boat for, oh, I don't know, at least 10 years, haven't they, we reckon?
The previous owner mentioned to us that they were knackered when he had the boat.
Yeah, about the doors sticking.
A long time ago.
Yeah. So anyway, we've taken them off, and that was pretty easy, wasn't it?
Not too bad, yeah.
And we think this is the culprit of it. There's a screw in there, which I don't know if you can see is quite rusty, which lines up with where the leak is. So I think it was really damp behind here. So that's the culprit. So when we put all this back on, we're going to have to make sure
hopefully
that
the screws don't line up, and then we can put new
yeah.
Because then we can just pong that up with some body filler or something.
Anyway, that's another leak hopefully sorted. Right, time for coffee, because we didn't have coffee before we started doing this.
Ripped into it.
And then I'm going to clean all of this out now we've got access to it.
And seal it, and going to put a new tap on there.
Yeah, I think we've said that, haven't we?
Right.
But
maybe let's take that off and put it level.
yeah, look at
I
that.
didn't fit this, by the way.
Hey, you did. It's not me. Kept falling off. Not my fault. Right then, coffee. Excuse the mess. So this is the next day. I spent most of yesterday cleaning as much up as I could on there, and I've got a bit more to do at the bottom. We got a new mixer tap thing for here, but it didn't fit, so we've had to replace it with, we've got a crane one of those, so we'll have to take that back. So we're just on with cleaning all this up so that we can paint this strip. We've masked this up here because we're going to paint in there with a bit of white paint. Chris has started prepping and painting this because we decided it all looked better in white. Anything else we've done? I think that's it, isn't it, for now? Obviously,
we painted that in there. Turn it off.
No. There we go. Oh, you can't really see that, can you? Hold on. Here comes my assistant. So that's all painted. We're just waiting for that to dry, hence we've got the fan on it. And that's it for now. We've cleaned up this a little bit. Just underneath there, you can see all the all the various stages that it's had different fittings on there. So Chris is now going to start the assembly. The new bits. They look a lot better, don't they? Nice to match all of this, look. From brass to chrome. There we go, everything fits, that's a good start. It's a first.
Well, it's not, is it? Because this is the second tap.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true.
The other one didn't fit.
Other one didn't fit. So we wanted one of those nice flat mixers, you know, like the bar, but we couldn't get one. It didn't, well, we could get one, it just didn't fit. And it would have made this all exposed and look a bit horrible. And Chris is just working out where this bit needs to go, because it locks into it, look. So if you fix that onto there in the wrong place, you'll have a wonky.
Locking
yeah,
like that or like that.
It'll only be level when the boat's tilting.
You'll have to load a ballast on it. So. Actually.
I'm just hoping that all fits in the right holes.
It's not going to work
Thinking,
like that.
Isn't it? I'm hoping we've figured this out correctly. If it's right, then it was my decision. If it's wrong, then it was Chris's idea. What are you going to do? Just test it with unscrewing? Yeah. Bit difficult with the pipes in the way, isn't it? Oh, that looks going to be right once it clicks round.
So.
I think it is, isn't it?
Right.
We've just had a bit of a faff. Took these noggins off the end so we had a little bit more to manoeuvre. Turned it the right way around.
If you went much tighter with that,
yeah,
break
be
it.
careful. Yeah, don't need to over tight. So that fits there, look. And then these little noggins will go on there. So we're happy with that so far. Right, the noggins are going on. And before Mick says anything, I know that's not the right terminology. He's been moaning at me on Messenger every time a vlog comes out saying, you don't say that like that. It's not going to fit. Right. Right, it's on. It looks very nice. All matches now, look. We just think we've got a tiny bit of moisture, so we're just going to have to keep our eye on that and nip that up a little bit, I think. So now we're going to check whether the shower frame fits. Right, this is the big test. Does the new frame holes match?
Not
what
far
do we
off.
think? Well, they're not far off, you know. What
Maybe.
about the middle one? Right, I'll tell you what, that's as close as you
You might have
want.
to drill one hole.
Yeah,
We'll
well,
see.
we're just trying to
You don't really want them dead close though, because if
decide.
you have to open them up.
Yeah, decide whether we need to buy a drill bit, you see. So, but that looks good. Wow. Could actually be in luck.
Doubt it.
That's all on properly now. Chris had to put another, what was it, like another piece of pipe or valve in there.
Had to have a reinforcing piece of pipe put inside the plastic pipe before you could clamp the compression fitting down to it. So I've learnt something new there.
What he said.
Yeah.
So that's all working nice. As you might be able to tell, I've grouted all that half and not that half. You can see the difference. So we're going to silicone sort of the main edges and up the middle, but we've put the grout in those bits. And Chris has called an executive decision that we're not painting this. So what do you think? I'd rather paint it, but he don't want us to. So
Well,
what do you think?
It's going to take a lot of covering, and we've only got a tiny tin of paint. And as well, it's that time of year where everything's taking days to dry. We'll never get the job done.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. But
I
anyway,
think it looks alright.
I'd paint it. What do you reckon? Paint it or leave it? Right, so that in a bit, it's about, I don't know, what time is it? About 5:30, something like that. And we're going to finish doing that tonight so that can all dry properly. We've got a few more coats of paint on there just to finish that off, and then it'll be fitting the doors. And then another big job done. We finished off the siliconing and the grouting and everything last night. I think you will agree that looks much better. Sorry about the noise, that's the water pump we've got to wash on. We've just got to do a final coat up there, but we're going to now fix on the shower enclosure, which is, look, these are the instructions. Lots and lots of bits, at least they're numbered, so hopefully some of them are numbered. Looks a little bit complicated, but I'm sure we'll get there. Here we go. This is drill holes ready for frame. I'm very scared, but here we go. Look at that, it's like a professional. One hole for the frame. Okay then, so that is one frame in place. Hopefully for the last time, but maybe not if we have to take it off to adjust it. So we're just going to put the doors together now and then see how we go. We're just looking at the seals. We've jumped ahead a bit, look. Ta-da! It was a bit tricky trying to get everything to fit, because not only, you know, you're on a boat and everything's moving, nothing's level, and you know, but anyway, we've got it all in and everything looks like the right gap. They all open, look. So now we've just got to get all the seals on and then make sure it's okay, and then we're stepping away from it. Job done, so I'll show you in a minute. Okay, you join us for the final bit of trim going on. Ignore all the marks, we'll clean all that off. Right, that's it. So we'll slide those and just check everything's working. Yeah, shut him in. And that all clips in nicely. That looks great. Just got to put the handles on there. Chris is adding some strips to the bottom here, because what happens is, because the whale gulper shower pump is so good, it splashes water through there, and this is quite a big gap in between. Yeah. So we bought some of this stuff. There we go. To put on there, and that's hopefully going to stop.
It won't come through there. Might get a little bit where the wheels are, but.
Ta-da! It is finished. After lots of delays due to the leaking whatever it was in the hull, which we think is historic. We've not quite discovered what it is now. Anyway, we put up a new light fitting, done all the caulking, all the painting we wanted to do and everything. So it's looking very nice. The jobs we still want to do, I can't remember if I said, probably have, is paint them chrome, silver, something or other to match everything. And then these little things that we put in the windows, I want to do something with them at some point. But they are different jobs. As far as we're concerned, the shower room is finished for now. Thumbs up. This is a lock gate being replaced on the Hatton Flight, and we're going to be going into the lock very soon, so we'll show you that. This was the start of the disastrous day when we found all the water in the hull. I will show you more of that next week. We think we've sort of sorted out what it is, but there isn't enough room on this video to show it. So we'll show you next week.